Hello everyone, welcome back to Government Minute. I've got some great news for you today. You don't have to watch me the entire time. That's right, we're going to go over the Electoral College map. We'll be looking at that and not me, but to get there, we have to start right now. Hello Raindrops, new subscribers, and old friends, and welcome back to Government Minute. Minutes that matter. This is Mr. A leading you through another edition of Government Minute. Today we'll be talking about the Electoral College and the state of the race as of today, Monday, October 14th. So we're going to look at that here in a second, but let me just say first, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for getting your information. Information is key to make an informed decision. Now, when we talk about the Electoral College, when we talk about the state of the race with the Electoral College, you may ask yourself, what is the Electoral College? Well, if you are one of those people asking that question, you can go back into this channel and see Understanding the Electoral College Parts 1, 2, and 3, so you can get a good overview of what that's all about. But for now, let's go to the map and let's see where the race stands as of today. As always, this video is dedicated to the glory of God who blessed this land. All right, so we're going to start the Electoral College map blank, and we'll start filling them in as we go along to see where the race stands. So we start with the Democrats' safe Democratic states. These are the states that are going to go Democrat. No one believes otherwise. And here we are in alphabetical order. First, we start with California with its 54 electoral votes, most in the country. Next comes Connecticut with its 7 electoral votes. After that is Delaware with its 3 electoral votes. Next comes the District of Columbia. That's where Washington is located. It's not a state, but it has 3 electoral votes because there are people who actually live there. Next is Hawaii with 4 electoral votes, followed by Maryland with 10 electoral votes, then Massachusetts with 11 electoral votes. New York is next with 28 electoral votes. Rhode Island has 4 electoral votes. Vermont has 3 electoral votes, and Washington State has 12 electoral votes. Those are the safe Democrat states. That totals to 139 electoral votes in the bag for the Democrats. These are likely Democrat states, again in alphabetical order. Colorado with 10 electoral votes. Illinois with 19 electoral votes. Maine has 2 electoral votes. New Hampshire has 4 electoral votes. New Jersey has 14 electoral votes. New Mexico has 5 electoral votes. Oregon has 8 electoral votes. Maine's 1st congressional district, that's 1 electoral vote. And Virginia has 13 electoral votes. So those are the safe states for the Democrats. 139 for sure, 76 likely. So Democrats start with a 215 electoral vote advantage. They needed to win is 270, so they're pretty close. Next, we move on to the Republicans. The safe Republican states are Alabama with 9 electoral votes, Arkansas with 6 electoral votes, Idaho has 4 electoral votes, Indiana has 11 electoral votes, Kentucky has 8 electoral votes, Louisiana with 8, Mississippi with 6, Nebraska with 4, North Dakota with 3, Oklahoma with 7, South Dakota with 3, Tennessee with 11, Utah has 6, West Virginia has 4, and Wyoming has 3 electoral votes. So the safe Republican states have a total of 93 electoral votes. Likely Republican states, once again in alphabetical order, Alaska has 3 electoral votes, Florida has 30 electoral votes, Iowa has 6, Kansas has 6, Maine's 2nd congressional district, that's 1, Missouri has 10, Montana has 4, Ohio has 17, South Carolina has 9, and Texas has 40. So once again, for the Republicans, 93 safe Republicans, 126 likely Republican. So the Republicans start with 219 electoral votes in the bag compared to the 215 for the Democrats. Again, 270 is needed to win. And here we go with the remaining states, which are considered toss-ups at this juncture as of October 14th. Arizona, with its 11 electoral votes, Donald Trump has a 1% plus 1% lead in Arizona. In 2020, the Democrats won it. In 2016, the Republicans won that one. And in the last 10 presidential elections, going back to 1984, Republicans have won it 8 out of 10 times. Next is Georgia. Right now, President Trump has a 0.5% lead in polling. In 2020, the Democrats won it. In 2016, the Republicans won it. And in the last 10 presidential elections, Republicans have won it 8 out of 10 times. Michigan, Donald Trump has a 0.9% lead in polling right now. In 2020, the Democrats won it. In 2016, the Republicans won it. In the last 10 elections, the Democrats have won 7 out of 10 times. Minnesota, a very rare case of Minnesota being in a toss-up state. Minnesota, not even Ronald Reagan, when he won 49 states, won that state. So right now, Minnesota, with its 10 electoral votes, Vice President Harris has a 4.7% lead. In 2020, Democrats won it. In 2016, Democrats won it. In the last 10 elections, Democrats won the state every time. In Nevada, right now, President Trump has a 0.2% lead in polling. In 2020 and 2016, the Democrats won that state. In the last 10 elections, Democrats have won it 6 out of 10 times. Next up is North Carolina with its 16 electoral votes. Right now, President Trump has a 0.5% lead in polling. In 2020 and 2016, the Republicans won that state. Out of the last 10 presidential elections, Republicans have won it 9 out of 10 times. Pennsylvania, very close. President Trump leading by 0.1% in polling. In 2020, the Democrats won it. In 2016, the Republicans won it. And in the last 10 elections, the Democrats have won 7 out of 10. Wisconsin, right now, Vice President Harris has a 0.3% lead in polling. In 2020, the Democrats won it. In 2016, the Republicans won it. And out of the last 10 elections, the Democrats have won 8 out of 10 times. And finally, Nebraska's 2nd congressional district with its 1 electoral vote. Right now, Vice President Harris has a 10% lead in polling. In 2020, the Democrats won that congressional district. In 2016, the Republicans won it. And out of the last 10 elections, the Republicans have won 8 out of 10. Once again, 270 electoral votes are needed to win the presidency. So under polling and the scenarios as of right now, October 14th, the Republicans would win 302 electoral votes to the Democrats' 236. Just remember, the race isn't over until November 5th. This is Mr. A. I want to thank you for joining us. I hope you paid attention because there will be a test on November 5th. I'm giving you plenty of warning for this test. Make sure you vote. Make sure you take care of your civic duty, your civic obligation to vote, and have a voice in who becomes the next leader of the United States of America. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.